Today's Tips du Jour mailbag question comes to us from Korea. Robert, there are so many different types of kerfing to choose from. Which one should I use? Giju in South Korea. Well, Giju, you're correct. There are many different types of kerfing, and sometimes it can be difficult to understand what each one does, how to install them, and which one to choose. Let me see if I can shed some light on the subject. Basically, there are three types of kerfing: solid linings, regular kerfing, and reverse kerfing. Now, your solid linings are just that, solid, and they can be triangular, like LMI sells them with a triangular shape. You can also use the regular kerfing, where the kerfing goes on the inside, and when you glue it up, and the solid part goes against the side, and the reverse kerfing, which has a rounded profile at the bottom, and the kerf side will be glued against the side. Now, my personal preference is the reverse kerfing. I think there can be a definite tonal advantage because I think it offers a stiffer side. However, that's very arguable, and there are many examples of great sounding guitars out there with just regular kerfing or solid linings. All of these types of kerfing come in a variety of species: basswood, mahogany, Spanish cedar, western red cedar, and even Port Orford cedar. I don't think the species matters much. I prefer the Spanish cedar because I think it offers a nice smell on the inside of the guitar, and it matches the interior bracewood that I use in my guitars. Now, the installation method can be a little tricky depending on which one you're using. For example, the solid linings, obviously you have to bend them, which can be done by hand on an LMI bender or in the LMI bending machine. The regular kerfing goes in real easy because the solid part goes against the side. It's very flexible, bends around curves and cutaways and things like that. However, if it breaks, just piece it back together, leave yourself a little gap like a kerf, and then keep right on going. The reverse kerfing is a little more tricky to install, and if it breaks, then there's a noticeable crack or line in the where you put it back together. So try and keep it from breaking. I show some methods in my online courses, some ways of lessening the chances of it breaking. So Giju in South Korea, thank you very much for your question. Remember, if it breaks, just piece it back together. All of them work, just it's a matter of personal preference. If it breaks though, don't worry about it. There's worse things in life than broken kerfing. Happy building.